Atlanta, you're listening to the Abbie Knights Morning Show, the #1 party show in the city.
I got tons of soul on my true collectible. Famous, so famous, #1 desirable. I do what I want when I want and how I want it. Leave you with the one in the air, that's how I roll. I got tons of soul on my true collectible. Famous, so famous, #1 desirable.
What's going on, everybody? And we're back with the crew. What's happening? How y'all feeling? How you doing?
What's up? How you doing?
Good morning.
I'm good. Clearly, I look like I just rolled out of bed. Today was
Me
a day
too.
of no effort, no energy. She
Well,
says
good
she
thing
just
you're on
woke
the
up.
radio.
Huh?
I'm kidding. No, I got ready today.
It's
I
a good thing
tried.
you're on the radio.
Right? What you trying to
Not with
say?
all
Hold
this-
on.
Excuse me. We got some recording going on. There's not
No,
much radio. They also see us.
Guys never win with women. I'm telling you.
Man, you said it. I didn't say it. You said it. I say you bad. You said it. It's not actually watching, so you're okay. So
You see how nice Cadence is?
I didn't hear him.
Why'd everybody get so quiet?
I didn't hear him. I honestly didn't hear him. Something was happening. I didn't hear him properly.
That's hilarious. So talk to me. What'd you guys do this week? Anything crazy, interesting? Did your Valentine's Day turn out to be everything you wanted it to be, or no?
I went snowboarding.
Oh,
So,
okay.
That
I haven't
was
seen
fun.
you've been doing a lot of snowboarding lately.
I love snowboarding. That's a good date for me. If anyone wants to take me snowboarding, I would love to do that.
is it expensive
just
to
can't.
snowboard?
Expensive is subjective, but it's
Is it expensive to go snowboarding? It's not objective. It's a yes or no
I
answer.
I don't think so. Because you have to have what costs the most, I would say, is if you have gear or not. Because you have to buy, your snow pants, your gloves, your shiesty, your goggles. So all of that costs money. So I mean,
So getting ready to snowboard is more expensive than the actual snowboarding part. Okay, makes sense.
yeah. And if you break a bone or something,
I'm just trying to
then that
help
can
the fellas
cost
out.
them.
Because, the fellas are probably going to try and hit you up now, talking about they want to go snowboarding. And I don't want nobody to jump out there and be like, they got to go buy Gucci snow pants. And then all of a
Oh
sudden,
yes, I would love that.
5 racks in. So just saying.
She said
I
she
would
would love
rather
that.
have them be able to snowboard than look extra fly on the slopes. Like, as long as they can go down the hill with me and we can have a good time, then that's fun. I don't care
Cadence,
if
why'd
got
you look
Gucci
like
on
you
going down the
choked
slopes.
when she said that?
No, I had to, I muted it. I had a cough.
Oh. Uh-oh.
So he literally choked.
Yeah, literally.
He literally choked.
I'm like, okay. Well, that's
Have you guys
good.
been snowboarding before?
I
you
have
guys
not. Have you,
Never.
Cadence?
No, never. I'm anti-cold. So even though I live in the Midwest and stuff, but I'm against all the cold weather. So I'm
But
probably
you
not
know
going
what
to
though?
snowboard
When
no
you're
time
dressed
soon.
properly,
But snowboarding
it's
does sound
not
fun.
cold. It is
Okay.
fun. It's really fun.
It sounds like it. Looked
You
like you
might-
were
you
having
might-
fun. I've been seeing your little
Oh my
videos.
gosh.
I'm more of an inside person. I'm not really an outside. I don't like to go to the lake. I don't like there has to be stipulations when I
no?
go to things like that. No, if I go to a lake, there's got to be a jet ski. If I'm going snowing, I feel I need to have a snowmobile
I'm
or
going
something,
snowing.
or go skiing, whatever. I need to have something fun to do that doesn't involve me just being cold and running around or being wet.
Well,
I
see,
don't-
the thing
I
is,
don't know.
if you're
Being
cold,
wet.
that means you're not dressed properly. So that's the key. You have to be
That
comfortable
would probably
in
be me.
all. Yeah, that's why you got to have the whole gear. That's what costs. Like, people try to, skimp out on some gear, but the right gear will keep you comfortable and warm. So, yes, snowboarding
sense.
for the win.
So Cadence does not
Makes
like to
sense.
be cold or wet people.
Well, you don't like to be
Nope,
uncomfortable.
definitely
I
not.
get you. I don't want to be uncomfortable either. I need
Yeah.
to make sure that, things
I
are
wouldn't
nice
mind
and
going
proper.
snowing, going where they have snow and doing skiing and stuff like that. I'd be down to do that if somebody was to put it all together and stuff. But
Maybe
I'm
we need to
probably
take
not
a
doing
group
it.
trip to a cabin or something and try to go
See, I'd be
snowboarding
down to do
together.
that.
And then
I could do
Cadence,
that.
I can tell you how this would go. You and I would be our first time, and then Jenny and Rhea would probably be. Well, I didn't. I didn't mean it like that. Usually, isn't it Jenny that normally has the gutter mind? I set myself
I
up
don't
for
have
that.
a better mind. Thank you very much.
It would be our first
My
time
mind is
trying
very
to.
clean.
Yeah, because you read Bible scriptures every day too, like Cadence, right?
I don't read Bible scriptures. I have a very clean.
You don't write
thought
them?
process.
Okay, gotcha.
I don't write them either.
So it would technically be our first time snowboarding. And then Jenny and Rhea would probably just ditch us and be like doing backflips and who knows what
Now
else.
I'm
Snowboarding.
competitive. I'd be mad if I couldn't do a backflip, So,
Oh, so you
I
have
would
to be
love
able to do
outside.
everything
but I'm
they
down
do.
to go.
That would be so
Yes.
much fun.
I love that outside more than the other outside. I'd rather be like on the lake, on some water, jumping off a boat into something. I like active.
See, I'd rather,
I'll-
even though I've never
I'll
been
take these
skiing,
skills
I'd
off
rather
and
go
wipe the
skiing
skate
and go
off
to the
and
lake.
jump in the sea. You said what?
Yeah.
I would rather go skiing and go to it. But I've been to a million lakes. I used to live by Lake of the Ozarks in Missouri. Shout out my people in Missouri. So, so I've been to big lakes and doing all that stuff. But I think that I would rather go. If somebody asked me to do one or the other, I'd say I'd rather go skiing. I'd rather try out skiing and see what that's about. So
Same here. That
I know
sounds
there's
like
a sugar
fun.
mama out there somewhere. Somebody take me skiing. I'd appreciate it.
Hey, ladies, you can find Cadence on Instagram at DJ Cadence 316. If anybody wants to take on a new, what do you call that? Like a client, a partner? What do sugar
gonna call
mamas
it
call
all
their
that.
people?
A friend.
Gonna call it
We all
all
have
that.
friends.
Friends.
My homie. That's the homie.
That's the homie. Oh, okay. Homeboy. I got it. I got you. I need to know what you guys think about this. Kylie Jenner finally had her baby. And she called, I'm assuming it's a boy because there was a blue heart. And they decided to name their new baby Wolf.
I mean, were you expecting a normal, quote, normal name?
You kind of read my mind there. I was thinking the same thing. Like, rich people don't name their kids normal stuff.
That is
they got
not
names like
necessarily,
Apple
that just
and
does
stuff.
not go for the rich. There's a few people out here named Alizé and all that. So that is not necessarily a rich.
So, okay.
or
So
rich
it's usually
trait. Okay.
on both sides of the spectrum then. You either got lots of money or you wish you had lots of money to name your kid weird things like that. I don't know. So.
Yeah, I thought Stormy was like an interesting name. And then, kind of grows on you. It's cute.
Yeah. So ask this question in a few months when we start seeing it all over
Wolf.
the blogs.
It'd just be interesting. I could just
see-
imagine being like, hey, Cadence, so this is my new friend, Wolf.
I could actually
Imagine
see the name
calling
Wolf
him-
actually becoming a good name. Like Hunter. Like all of a sudden, I
like
bet
that
in
name.
the late 80s, early 90s,
Mm-hmm.
you probably didn't have anybody named Hunter. Now all of a sudden you see all these kids named Hunter, and it just seems like, like maybe that would be a cool name in the future or something. Maybe they're just ahead of it. But what's
Oh,
the
there's
don't
definitely
they have
a-
isn't there another part of it too? Like it's Wolf, something else. Something
I
there's some
didn't
other part of the
see-
name that's crazy.
I didn't
Well, the
see
last name is Webster.
Wolf Webster.
Yeah.
So
Wolf
WW.
Webster, that's what it was.
I just don't
Yeah.
know what it would be like calling Wolf, like if you're at the grocery store or something, screaming his name, Wolf, Wolf, Wolf.
Guaranteed
you're
he's
crazy.
going to be bullied in school. It's going to happen.
Nah, I
So
don't
just
think
be
so.
ready for that. You don't think
I
so?
don't think so. No, not when you
nah,
have
you don't know
Kylie
guys very
and
well.
Travis as parents.
Oh, they're
Nah.
what? Have you seen
Nah,
kids are
I-
savages. They're worse than adults now.
Yeah, I think he's going to get it for
And I
Wolf
love
because
it.
I don't know any
love
other
the
Wolves but
honesty
Wolf
of
Blitzer.
children.
He's old.
It just
You said what?
imagine
Wolf
trying to
out there.
yell their name though. It sounds like you're actually barking.
Yeah.
It
Facts.
does, doesn't it? It's crazy.
Facts. Yeah.
I don't know. I
Facts.
feel like I don't know. I'd love to hear what people have to say about Kylie's baby's new name. But then again, I don't know if you had a new kid, would you give them more of a traditional name or would you come up with something unique like Wolf or Ocean?
I've always thought that you want something kind of original, but at the same time, nothing way out there to where somebody can stereotype your child. That's just how I've always, So I used to work at places where we used to hire people, and people would go through those names, and they would see, the weird quote unquote ghetto names. And all of a sudden, they'd be like, "Oh, we definitely ain't hiring her. We're gonna slide that right on over to the side." So those are kind of things that I think you should take. You should think about when you do name your kids. But hey, YOLO.
Okay,
do what
YOLO.
do what you want to do, But man,
It's
That's
an
crazy.
interesting direction to go. Jenny, if you were gonna have a kid right now, would you give them a traditional name, or would you come up with something creative like Starfish or I don't know?
Blizzard or something. I would definitely, if it was a male, if I had a boy, he would be a junior. So whatever the father's name is, he's gonna have to
Okay.
take on that. And if I don't like the father's name, then we're just gonna have to have a nickname for him, or his middle name is what we're gonna call him. But for sure, junior. You know what? I'm gonna stick the traditional route for my first. When I say traditional, I would name them after the father or my grandmother. Period.
Cute. Okay.
I
I
can deal with
like
that.
it.
That's
I
cool.
like it. She's like, yes,
Yeah,
this
that's
is
cool.
me.
Because
This is what I would
there's
do.
not much traditional happening with me over here. So let's keep something traditional. And I would definitely keep the family name. That's for sure.
True. I can totally agree
Wait a
with
minute.
that.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. The kid can't keep your family name. That's not how that works. He's supposed to have his dad's name.
Excuse me, rewind. You don't know what's going on in my family. So my grandmother's name is Isabel. All the kids that were named after her. Oh yeah. No, these get the man's name for sure. I'm not.
That makes
Yeah,
sense.
keep
I
daddy's
can't
name.
stand when women do that. I that's one thing that
Oh
I am
Lord, this sounds
anti. You know, like
personal.
I'm all of no, this ain't personal for me because both of my
Okay.
kids got my last name. So it ain't personal for me. I've had say so in what my kids were named and stuff. But when I feel like every kid should have their father's last name. But I mean to each its own, but that's just crazy to me. I don't know. That's just weird to me. I would much rather have my father's name than my mom's last name.
I mean, whatever works, whatever the
Whatever
family
works.
dynamic is. You never really know. You know what I mean? So
That's true. That's very true.
Jenny's always so politically correct.
But
Well,
there's a lot of petty
I let
girls
people
out
do
there
whatever
who
the hell
just
they
do
want.
do
That's the
that.
thing. People are going to do whatever they want. If they don't do what they want, they're going to find out a way to lash out. So I just let people do them.
right.
Men,
Do
make sure
you?
you get some say so in your kids' names. Just
I'm
have a
sorry,
little
say
say
it
A
so.
little
again.
in
bit.
it.
Just a little
I
bit.
said, men, just make sure you have a little say so in what your kids are named. You know,
Oh,
like
I support that. I feel like you have a lot more say so than just the name. You know?
there you go. Yeah, I agree. I agree.
Can
I
I
always wanted the
can I
middle
see
name.
Dingley
That's
on
what I
here?
always did. I'm. You said way worse. I've heard way worse, so I think
You know,
that'll be
I
fine.
got a list of words I can't say, and I'm struggling.
Did any of you see the clip of T-Pain on Go Big, the Go Big show? And he volunteered himself to be part of one of the acts performances or whatever, and he was tossing a knife, and he just had like this board in front of him that was like the shape of a square, and the knife kind of hit the lower bottom like right corner. And as soon as he got done, he was like, ah, and he looked down and he was like, is my pee-pee okay? So that's a good word substitute for you, Jenny. Pee-pee.
PP, okay.
Yeah.
God, I don't know if I like that word, but okay.
I don't know about
I
that.
didn't see that clip with T-Pain, so I'm assuming it almost hit him down there, but it didn't.
Yeah. It almost did, but it didn't. And the guy was like blindfolded,
Hmm.
so it was
Oh wow.
he's hilarious. If
I don't-
anybody hasn't had a chance to catch that show, you need to. T-Pain is so funny on it.
T-Pain's a very good he's a good personality. Like he has a good personality about him. You know, like when you watch he has another show that he does with a like business show. And he's very smart and witty in that show also. And it seems like every time I've seen interviews with him, he's always been really on top of his game. So shout out to T-Pain. I know he's listening.
Shout
so
out to him.
think
I
that's
love
dope.
T-Pain. He
I agree.
looks like cool people. I definitely, since we're on the Kylie subject, I thought it'd be good for us to kind of dive into this web of Kardashians that's going on. Kim had a write-up that they did on her on Vogue. She was featured in the magazine, and the headline to her feature was, "I've chosen myself." And then literally like just days after that was released, Olivia Fox started speaking out on her relationship with Kanye.
I mean, Julia Fox,
Oh yeah, what did I say?
Olivia.
Yeah.
That's his new.
I meant Julia. Well, there you have it, people. I remembered Kim's name though, so that's all that matters. So damn,
No,
my
it's
bad.
a little too early for her to be talking about this relationship that's so new that we just got introduced to.
Well, I
don't
feel
know.
like it's for
I don't know their
attention.
business.
It's for clout. That's what it
I don't
seems
know
like
their
to me.
business, but I know you just. I don't really say too. No, I don't know. I feel like privacy
If
is
you go
key
back
with
if you go
that
back to one
early
of our
especially.
shows, you'll see what I said. It was all a stunt in the first place. So it doesn't surprise me. He's gonna be tired of her real soon and she's gonna be tired of him. They live on completely different coasts. It's gonna be back to normal. Kanye is I feel like Kanye is trying to make Kim a little jealous, and it's backfiring because actually Kim is like a woman scorned right now. So he's doing the stuff that a man normally does to try to get his girl. Oh, I'm gonna go grab this girl. Oh, I'm gonna do this stuff to kind of make her know I ain't thinking about her. And Kim is already past that point. It seems like. I don't know if the Pete Davidson. I don't know if he's gonna be the person she's with for a long time. I wonder if maybe that's a rebound also. But at the same time, I think she's definitely over Kanye and his antics and stuff like that. So.
Yeah, I think so too. I will say though, with Julia, okay, let me get the name right. She looks like she's genuinely into him, and it looks like based on the way the interview was going, it just kind of seemed like everything is like kind of like on a whim. She never really knows what, like she wants more of a commitment. He doesn't give it to her, so they're just kind of going on a day by day thing. And I would be kind of embarrassed for myself to be doing a public interview that is going to go viral, talking about something so personal. And I don't know.
It sounds like to me she's getting the same thing that Kim was getting, because Kim was saying the whole part of reason why they were divorced and why they weren't getting along is they basically live in separate houses. He was in Wyoming, she was in Calabasas doing her thing, and it seemed like they never were together. So I think that it's like he's kind of just doing his thing,
like normal stuff.
Yeah,
like go to the
gonna
gym,
do Kanye.
Right, stuff like that.
Yeah. So I think Kanye's going to do his own thing, and and it's like you either have to accept who Kanye is and let him be him, or it's not going to work. And I don't know too many women that's going to let him just be like that all the time. So
yeah, I don't know how I feel about Julia yet. She hasn't won me over.
Didn't she get with what other rap artist was she with?
She was with someone else.
I want to say Drake.
Yeah, she was with Drake is what they were saying. That came out just like a week ago or something. That said that she was with
Drake and Kanye, they pull the same women.
Small circles.
I mean, let's just talk about the aesthetic though. I mean, I kind of feel like
I know when Drake seen it, Drake was rolling at home. I know he was rolling when he seen that them two were dating. He was like, here we go again.
So, round 2.
Oh, did you see did you hear the song that the Game made that has Kanye on it? And Game is talking about the stuff that he did to Kim, like before.
Wait, the new one, Not Easy. What is a new song?
Yeah, I don't know if it's the Easy song. No, I don't think it's the Easy song. I think it's a different song. But
what do you do to her? Oh yeah, they used to.
It was very.
Oh, he slept with I think Courtney and Chloe.
Kim and my baby daddy and my ex-husband or my husband, whatever he is, to her. Done. Bye. I'll stay over there with Julia.
I don't care. I kind of thought the same thing. Like, well, more importantly for me, like, how would you co-sign that when you got kids with somebody? It's one thing when y'all been dating, and it's like all of a sudden it's like we don't work out, and forget her, and you talking all this mess. Okay, cool, I get that, but y'all got kids together. You know what I mean? And you let this man just disrespect your baby mama like that, just on a song that I don't know. That's just too much for me. That's too much for me. But I think he just wants attention from Kim. He's just fishing. He's trying to get it.
He's doing it all the wrong ways, because she, like, that headline, I've chosen myself, that is a powerful statement for someone like Kim to go on a national headline, for her to say, I'm done. I'm worried about myself, my happiness, my kids. It's all about me. She's not phased. She looks beautiful, unbothered. And she seems happier, actually. She seems happier,
she does seem happier
than she did before. So when you see stuff like this kind of circulating, it just, Kanye, with nothing but love and respect, is like, bro, just let that thing go. She don't want that old thing back.
He went at it wrong, just like a lot of the men do in the world. I mean, he won't be the first, he won't be the last. He He thought he didn't need Kim, and all of a sudden he wanted her, and then all of a sudden Kim had already moved on, and he tried to do all these ploys to try to get her back, and it's not working. And the things that he's doing, what he doesn't understand is that he's embarrassing Kim. He's writing songs about Kim, talking about how they won't let him come over to see the kids and all this type of stuff. Like, that's embarrassing for, I don't care who it is or what you're talking about. So I don't know how he thinks that that's going to be like, oh yeah, let me get her back. That just don't make no sense. So,
I would have tapped
prayers
out
for
too.
Kanye.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
and a lot of people don't know what's going on behind closed doors. So if she wasn't allowing him to see
Yep.
his kids, people don't know. If this is how he's acting on social media, imagine what it's got to be like dealing with him day to day as well.
Facts.
So that's crazy. Much luck to him with his new relationship. Speaking of
Agreed.
getting that old thing back, though, if anyone's been on the internets in the last week, you've seen that Ashanti's name was trending really high after Nelly accidentally posted a very explicit, very personal video getting that.
Wait, that was Ashanti?
Gok 3000. No.
No.
It was somebody else,
say.
but they were saying we now see why she didn't want that old thing back. And everything I was saying was like spam sausage commercials, and they were like, if you were wondering what Nelly's working with, this is it. So
Oh my gosh. Are you serious? I was honestly looking to see it and I just couldn't find it. I just quit. I was like, I'm spending
I found it.
That's what they said.
looking to find Nelly's dingaling PP whatever. I could not find it.
You want it, Jenny? You want me to find it for you?
Yes, please. I do want to see it. Oh
It's-
my gosh,
I
my
mean,
childhood crush. I'm
mean,
crushed. Is it? Let me.
he was
let me
really
read
your
it, guys.
childhood crush. I've met him before.
Yeah, not anymore. But let me see this thing. Isn't there someone else that recently came out? Not came out. Isn't there someone who recently had their PP all
Lil
over the
Fizz,
internet
too.
recently?
Yeah,
Was it Lil Fizz? And how
Light
is his?
skinned dudes taking losses out there. Shout out
But-
to all my light skinned guys out there.
Lord, I
Y'all
can't.
taking
But they were
L's right
talking
now.
about Nelly and the grunting sounds he was making. Like they were like, bro was acting like he just got the greatest, of all time.
Really? And the girl? Who's the girl? Did we find her yet?
No.
No.
So how does Ashanti get thrown into this? What does Ashanti have to do with this?
Because they
They
were
used to date.
trending because he wanted to get her back supposedly not too long ago.
Isn't
So
he with that
everybody
other
was
girl,
saying,
Mayweather's ex?
huh?
Isn't Nelly with Mayweather's ex girl?
Well, he might, but the whole thing was, sis, we now see why you didn't want that old thing
Oh,
back.
I see. I get it.
Yeah.
Okay, did you send it to me? Because I'm waiting.
I'm trying to get it for you, girl. I'm over here sending text messages like, please, we need this right now.
Oh,
So
Lord.
wait, did Nelly respond to this?
No, he
he just
issued a
about to say?
public apology.
Oh,
Yeah, he just
gosh.
apologized, and he was actually, I don't know if it's true or not, but they had a video where he was actually like doing an interview that morning, and his phone went off, and he looked at the phone. He was in the middle of talking, and he was like, "Uh-oh," in the middle of a bit, So people were saying like he seen that he was trending right in the middle of that,
So who
interview.
leaked the video?
He did on accident. He put it on his story.
Oh, that's right. That's right. I did see that. Yes, it was
Yeah.
leaked. But I saw like emojis
So-
over what was going on, but I didn't see the actual anything. But
Okay, hold on.
I do
Yeah.
want to see it.
Hold on. Let
It
me
was a
see.
mess. It was a mess.
Hold on.
I love a good sex tape getting released.
Like, has he not
When
figured
they
out
do
that
it.
you can make little folders and all that stuff in a separate folder?
But
or
you know
he
what
just-
though? It is really easy to accidentally post something onto your story. I don't know if
doubt.
you guys have ever posted
No
something
doubt.
by accident. Luckily, I've posted like stupid things like a cup. It was never like my cups, but it was always something that didn't have relevance to anything personal in my life. So it is really easy to post because I've had to like, oh shoot, what am I doing? I've had to delete stuff real quick, but nothing too crazy.
Yeah.
That's why I don't keep news
so
on my phone for that reason, because you don't know where this is gonna go. I do not have any. I cannot
Be
have
drunk
news
and
on my
accidentally
phone.
post it in your stories.
Oh my goodness! What? Yeah, no, never.
I mean, apparently you already
God.
got, Insta fan pages on who knows where
Yeah,
soliciting.
I don't post nudes. I'll be in a swimsuit, or you know what I mean, on vacation, but I will not like show any type of lips or nipples or anything like that.
No lips, huh? Okay. Well, listen. Would you get down with a little spam sized sausage or no?
Did you show me? Oh, who talking about Nelly? I gotta see.
No,
I
I'm
wanna
just saying in
see.
general. Would you?
No,
Does
that's not really
Jenny,
my
does
thing.
size matter?
You know, it actually does because
Really?
for me, it does. I don't know how personal I can talk on this because, good morning, everyone. But size does matter, just like a few other things, because I feel like intimacy is important to me. And for me, a part of intimacy is intercourse. So I would like to enjoy that as well. I know there's other ways to, foreplay and all these things, but when it's time to get down, I just want to make sure that, size is appropriate. It's very fitting for me. I'm only 5'2", but, I like my men to be monstrous. I like to feel small, personally. I like to feel little and dominated sometimes.
So Jenny likes monstrous men.
No, I like just masculine, big pee energy.
Oh, wait, hold on. Wait. So, wait.
What are we
wait
laughing?
a minute. Hold on. Cadence, he picked on really quick. Hold on 1 second. Okay, Jenny. So the final answer for you is a no. I think I got you this video, girl.
A no? No, size does matter.
No, she's saying if size does matter, then Nelly is not going to be who you want to.
I just want to see it. Why is Instagram blocking me from seeing Nelly's pee-pee? I've been searching for it. I literally spent a few minutes looking for it.
I'm searching for it.
Seriously, I'm looking for it. I'm trying, but you know what? It's like maybe the Lord doesn't want me to see
check your
this.
cell phone. Here we go. You can let us know the details.
If you guys are not that in doubt, you probably shouldn't be trying to defend Nelly, because it just basically just puts you out there and lets everybody know, what you don't
How
have.
did he accidentally post this?
I've seen a lot of guys out here going, oh, there's no hope for us if girls don't like Nelly. And I'm like, now there's definitely no hope for you. So, you might want to keep that to yourself. But it's usually the guys that aren't that well endowed. They're always like, ooh, I'm going to tear you up. Ooh, wait till you see this. And want to send all the pictures and stuff like that. It's usually those guys.
Look at Jenny's face.
I can't believe he posted this. How personal is that? And who's the girl?
Is it a smash or pass for you?
That was where he apologized. And that's really what I thought was cool, that he apologized to her. And I don't know if he had a relations, like a public PR team or whatever. But they was like, I'm sorry for her, you know what I mean? For her family and things like that, and I thought that was a really classy dude. Most people come out and go, I'm sorry, I will act, blah, 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 whatever. But, that girl got a family, now. And I'm sure, and that's from what they say, it's an old video, so.
Oh my gosh. I will not,
but
if I have some videos.
I just kind of thought about it.
First of all, why?
How did you accidentally post it?
I mean, you really got to look at an Instagram. It shows it, and then you have to press send. So it's kind of like
no, it doesn't.
I'm saying
it's sometimes
so when you do your story, you're going through let's say he's going through looking at pictures. He had to scroll pretty far down, like he was saying. This is an old event, you know what I mean? So I don't know.
I mean, maybe he was
like
inspired by it, and he was looking at it more often than he was willing to admit or something. I don't know.
It was leaked on purpose
the way he was moaning.
Moaning.
Do you think it was leaked on purpose or accident?
I think he did it on accident. I don't think
Nelly's that kind of person. He doesn't look desperate for clout like that.
Oh my God.
I feel bad though, because I wouldn't want to be her.
But he's doing better than Lil Fizz is. Because Lil
where's
Fizz
Lil
is out
Fizz
here
at?
looking crazy.
Lil Fizz.
I can't help you with that one. I don't know.
Lil Fizz looking like a Mario Bros. Like that little toad mushroom.
Yeah, that's what everyone's saying. What does it look like?
Boom.
All I kept thinking was, this is what Omarion, when that girl was like, that's what she left Omarion for. Well, that's just crazy.
I mean,
but I guess
different
it ain't
strokes
everything.
For different folks, literally.
Big facts.
We're going to take a quick break, but we'll be right back. Make sure you guys don't go anywhere. You're listening to the Abbie Knights Show.
Bioptimized humans achieve ideal levels of aesthetics, performance, and health. It's a state of existence where all the body and brain's functions operate in perfect harmony. A symphony of the factors flowing in optimal quantities and qualities. We have world-class biologists to create the best in-class formulas. optimizing brains and activating by optimized health. We've been optimizing humans since 2004. By Optimizers. Use code Abbie10 for discount at checkout.
And we're back. We've been talking about itty bitty mini. I don't know how that song goes. I don't know. It was viral on TikTok. You guys know the song itty bitty da-na-na-na-na. You know the song, right? No? Okay.
Yeah, I know the song.
That was interesting. Jenny got her first peek at the Nelly gawk situation.
Poor girl.
So
I'm sure she didn't co-sign on that one.
Jenny, let's talk about what you got for us today.
Good morning, everyone. This is Jenny Ruby with the Morning Fix. So I was reading Vogue, and I was reading about how men and women fall in love and who falls in love faster. So what do you guys think? Who do you think falls in love faster? I have an article based on it, but what do you guys think? Cadence?
Jenny's
Men
about
or
to
women?
drink.
I would say definitely. I would say men, because men think they're in love and they're not really in love. I would say women actually do fall more in love, but I'd say men probably think they're in love first.
What about you, Abby?
Wait, what was the question again?
Who falls in love faster, a man or a woman?
I think probably women fall faster, but I think when men fall, they fall harder.
These are both very valid. So according to Vogue, contrary to popular belief, women don't fall in love quickly. A new study found men fall in love quicker than women, and the reason could be biological. A study of college students found men reported falling in love earlier than women and expressing that sentiment first. So the difference is men fall in love differently than women. Men can fall in love from afar, and they can fall in love based on aesthetics first, and then they find reasons to commit, which will then make them fall in love or be in a relationship. Women, we're a little bit more weary about how we fall in love. We like to choose our partners based on if we think we can have children with them, if they're going to take care of us, and then we make the decision if we fall in love or not. But according to a Harvard study,
Dun dun dun.
men and women also fall in love or out of love based off of sex. So that's important too. We women, we tend to, if we have sex with a man, our oxytocin and dopamine levels go up, which give the illusion or tell the brain that we're in love. It's the same feeling of being in love after a woman orgasms. And contrary to that, men, after they orgasm, it's called vasopressin, their sex level goes and their commitment level goes down. So it's opposite of
Definitely, I agree.
yeah, that's so women. So if we meet somebody and we decide to have sex with a man, and we have
It's explosive. It's
orgasm,
amazing. Mhm.
exactly, our brain is gonna tell us that we're in love, and it's different for a man. So the best thing to do is to wait. That's
Okay, so the whole euphoria thing is I get where you're going with that. Cadence, do you think
I like that. I like that one. That was a good one, Jenny.
that was a good one? Come on,
Nice.
Dr. Ruby coming
Nice.
through with all the
Yeah.
facts.
Dr. Ruby out here. Okay.
You know she's out here role playing at some point.
There's science behind all of this. There's a science
no, I
behind
agree.
why
I
people
mean,
Yeah.
act the
There
way
is.
I'll
they
tell
do,
you,
respond the way
as
they
a
do.
man, personally, I agree with that 100%. It all makes sense. And every man has been like, I want to be with this girl. I can't wait to have sex with this girl. And the moment you get done having sex, you like, why did I do this? It's like immediately like that. You know what I mean? It's like, wait a minute, why did I do this? That's why, never mind. We're not going to talk about that because it's too early.
This is gonna get
But
real personal
I
real
was going to
quick.
say something, but I wouldn't. But I'm not going to say it because then I'm going to get in trouble.
Oh, you might as well
Me
say
and
it
Jenny
now.
going to have a
Let
list of
everybody
stuff that we
listen and
can't
say
talk
what you gotta
about.
say.
Well, first of all, find some substitution words. So when you were out here and you were coloring in somebody's coloring book, is that what you were trying to get at?
So basically what I said, like my dad used to give me this advice. He used to always tell me about like, if you wanted a girl, you need to actually take care of yourself first before you actually think about going over there. Because 9 times out of 10, you'll change your mind once you get done taking care of yourself. I always thought it was weird, but then when you try it, you're like, it makes a whole lot of sense because you be thinking with the wrong parts, you know? And so, and that's where I was saying, like, when you, like men, when they get done, it's just like, what did I do? They thinking with the wrong part. They like, oh, I'm gonna go grab this girl. She cute, whatever, da-da-da-da. And then as soon as they get done, they like, I'm so not interested in this. So.
Wow. So do you think there's truth that if you put it down right, it can make a woman fall in love with you?
Yes.
Oh, no doubt.
Or they think
no
that.
Doubt.
They think they are.
I've never experienced that.
Because we naturally choose men. We are a little bit more analytical with how we choose them. But if we decide to skip the process of allowing the man to get to know us, for them to fall in love with us first, like naturally they would, we then think we're in love with them because we had an orgasm and, you know,
it all makes
gave
sense.
That got 300, 3,000, whatever it was.
just the thought process of it and everything, like you said, where women are like, can this man be a provider? You know what I mean? Like, men don't think like that when we looking at a girl and we see a girl at a club and, oh, can she be able to cook me a nice steak? You know, and like, we're not thinking any of that stuff, you know. But
you think about that later as you get to know her, though.
As you get to know her, yes. Then it's like, oh, wait a minute, you know, like, does she actually keep her house clean? You know, is she all these things like that start coming up. But these are the things that women think of way before you get to that point. So
wait, what?
You should get pee around the toilet bowl. You got to look at how clean the toilet is. You got to peek in the shower when you come to use your bathroom. You got to make sure there ain't no ring around the tub. You got to make sure all these things are going right.
Hey, I'm guilty of that one.
You gotta smell the cups before you drink out of them. You gotta do all these things. I do the same thing. If your bathroom is
nasty, I'm not messing with you. I can't do it.
Your bathroom and your kitchen, straight giveaways.
Everything. What?
Bathroom's gross. The kitchen, I can let you slide on the kitchen, but the bathroom, oh no.
Oh no, kitchen too. I feel like you gotta.
Wait, people got like brown rings or something like around their bathtubs or something. Well, who's gonna pee around their toilet seat as a woman? I'm just so confused.
No, but if you know, you have like men peeing and then they don't clean up.
First of all, last week you talking about me and the tea thing. Whose house are you going to that's got pee around the toilet seat?
Oh, I would never. I've been to men's houses where I'm like, they need a woman in here cleaning up, or they need to clean up after
for a guy,
themselves.
it's different. Cadence, do you lift the toilet seat when you go use the bathroom at home?
Of course, I lift the toilet seat. Now, I'm going to speak for.
Have you ever sat and peed?
Here. No, I've never sat and peed.
How does that work? You got to push it down.
Maybe
like sitting like a girl. But what if you're well sized? Does it touch the water? Does it graze the water when you point it down? Just curious. I'm sorry. You're a guy, so I mean, you're the only one that can speak.
Start with all of these. Okay, so first of all, no, I've never peed sitting down unless I was probably like a year old or something like that. I can't remember the last time I've done that. What was the other part?
What about when you down? What happens if you okay? So if you're working with a lot, okay. Like, does it just swing into the water? Does it just graze the water?
It depends how high does that water have to come in order for your.
That's exactly what I was gonna say. Like, I've heard men make jokes like that. I've heard men make jokes and stuff like that. Like, but my thing is like, who's sitting on a toilet where the water is that close? You know what I mean? So I mean, that's just
don't you have to point it like down?
Well, it naturally goes down because of gravity. Like,
right, really... but I'm just saying, if you're sitting, you can choose to have it up or down. So I'm just saying,
how do we always end up talking about some of these things going? I don't know what we always go back to that.
I mean, guys. I've heard guys having these conversations before. I'm just saying, I'm just trying to find out if this is a real thing or not.
No,
I haven't had those. I haven't had those situations, but like I said, I don't sit down when I pee, so I don't. How that quite works.
Okay, Jenny. So what else you got for us today?
So please tell me you guys have watched on Netflix the Tinder Swindler documentary, or heard about it at least. You guys heard about it, right? It's trending.
I've heard about it. Yes.
It's this guy who was going around the world and using Tinder as his way to bait women, make them fall in love with him by, giving him like giving them their first dates, like very lavish first dates, and having sex with them and telling them that they're in love, to basically swindle thousands of dollars out of them to provide him with this very luxurious lifestyle. Like, I'm talking about, he would make women open up an American Express card, transfer thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars.
I thought that was going another direction.
So he can go on these private jets, travel around the world, and tell her and pretend that he was like this boss jeweler. He even like,
is he hiring?
Is he?
I need a job.
They need to make a movie out of him. So basically,
didn't they do that with Netflix?
No, well, they need to make an actual, not a documentary, an actual movie. Kind of what they did with what's his name, Leonardo.
That sounds like something I would say. I think everybody would agree. That would normally be something that would come from me.
Not a documentary. Oh, yes.
Okay.
So anyway, so I was looking at Tinder.
Get your money, man. Get your money.
He really did a great job, and he's still free right now. He's in Israel right now, I believe. He's Israeli man using the name.
Is it illegal to do that?
No, because technically it's not illegal. If you ask a girl like, "Yo, I need some money right now," and she gives it to you, that's
on her.
That's what I was thinking.
That's on her.
And if she consented to it.
But he would lie and say that people are after him and about to kill him, and he needs to escape this country. Please send me 100,000 right now. And the girl would be like, okay, I love you. Here you go.
Boy, he was swinging it around. Then he getting 100,000. He getting 100K.
So he was probably the real swinging.
He was
thunder.
making these girls fall in love with him, sending good morning, I love you, kisses, I can't wait to see you. We're gonna get married. All these things, and he was playing this role with them for like months. I can't do it.
Is there a filter on Tinder where I can find all the women that just make 100K or more, or do I have to actually?
You got to make them fall in love with you first. You got to make them fall in love with you first, and you got to make sure they have good credit so they can open up these American Express cards and send you all the money and credit cards that you need. You got to start there.
That's the part I don't want to do. That's the whole. I don't want to fish and do all that. I just need. I need a filter.
Job.
You know how
it sorts from top to bottom. You got to do your research.
Mm-hmm.
Let's sort. Just sort from top to bottom. I need the richest woman all the way down to the poorest, and then I can find somebody in the middle with a nice check.
I mean, I'm sure you could kind of see based on their lifestyle. I mean, but So I was reading, and there are red flags to look for if you don't want to be swindled out of money, or just anyone has any money issues. I don't know if you've ever been in a relationship and you've had to deal with finances. That's a big deal. That can really end a relationship right there. So there's 5 red flags. And so money in relationships, 5 spending habits of your partner that can be red flags according to Economic Times. So he refuses. I love that's a straight he.
Just straight he.
Yes, it says he. 1, he refuses to spend on your joint outing. So if you're out with friends and this dude does not want to put any money down on dinner, the bottle, wherever you guys may go. 2, he earns less than you, which oh God, that's terrible. Anyway, sorry. 2, he earns less than you. 3, he earns a lot more than you. 4, he spends recklessly. And 5, he borrows money from you. So any of those 5 things can potentially be red flags to a financial argument in a relationship.
So basically, he can't have too much money and he can't have no money. Is basically
so
what
if someone So it kind of, I was like reading it. It says, what do you mean a lot more than you? It says if your partner earns a lot more than you and has hinted several times about how much less you earn in comparison, it can be an alert. So basically the discrepancy in earning can lead to bigger differences, more so about how their lifestyle is. Like, one person can't be lazy in the house is basically what it's gearing towards.
That's a good point, because what if he's telling you that because he's telling you to get off your ass and actually get some money too? Because at first when you first said it, I was thinking like he might just be saying, oh, well, I'm rich and you're not, and I got money. So I thought, okay, I get what you're saying on that. But maybe he's trying to, I would say, motivate in the wrong way for her to kind of get more. I guess I could see that. That makes sense. So,
Okay, I see
So
that.
the-
I like it. All right.
Dr. Ruby out here. Okay.
Yes, you know what? You deserve a round of applause for all this
Facts.
great work that you've been doing. Just yes. Just out here.
Do they have awards for people on the radio and stuff, like Oscars and Emmys and stuff? We need
They
to
should have
nominate
something.
Dr. Ruby for something like that.
Dr. Ruby needs to be nominated. Yes,
For the
yes.
people.
That was a good one.
Let's give you your moment. Go ahead, Jenny. Go ahead. Thank the people. Yes. Yes. Who would you like to thank, Jenny?
My mother for giving birth to me and allowing my father to put his dingling in her to produce this beautiful young thing right here.
I was just about to say she made it
okay.
through the whole.
Hey!
Nice.
Wow. All right. So I have a question. Do you think that it is okay to have female friends when you're in a relationship as a man?
Yes.
When they're actual friends, yes.
So Steve Harvey says that he doesn't have any female friends because he says you sitting there thinking that these are just your friends, and if they had the opportunity to get with you, 9 times out of 10 most of your friends would cross that line.
Steve Harvey, the man who's been in multiple marriages and stuff like that for infidelity.
Yes.
Okay, so he doesn't really have a stake in this to say that he can tell other people that they can't have friends because, I mean, obviously what he did there, I mean, that doesn't, I don't know. I hate when people who have skeletons in their own closet all of a sudden start to try to tell other people how
But you
they're
know what?
supposed
It's
to
the
live.
people who
I
make
don't agree with
mistakes that usually come out that have the most wisdom. So maybe he's coming from a perspective of, experience.
Well,
maybe
I'm
he's
coming
had
from a place
female
of
friends
experience.
and stuck his thing in them.
I'm coming from a place of experience because the majority of my friends are females, and
Or
it doesn't just because they're females doesn't mean that you can't be friends with them. Now you have to make sure that you draw lines with people and let them know what it is. But you can't say that you just can't have. Oh, I'm not. That's a problem with you. If you can't
how
be
many
around people
female
enough
friends
to
you
say,
have? How many do you have?
tons.
They're all
The
females.
majority.
for the
They're
most
all
part.
females for the most part.
Let me ask you this and be honest.
Mm-hmm.
Would you have sex with at least one of them?
Would I have sex with them?
With
Honestly,
at least one. You said you have a gang
I mean,
of
at
friends.
least I guess you could say yes. One, I guess.
Okay, then
yeah.
done. That's the point that he's trying to make. That's
no,
the point he's trying to make.
But
because the second
there's
that
lots
she's
of people.
like, baby, come here.
Wait a minute. There's plenty of people that I see all the
My
time.
man's been acting up. I need you to stick your thing in me real quick or do something to me.
Why would you say that to your friend? Why would you say that to your friend? That's ridiculous.
But
I
that's
don't
what
understand
I'm saying.
that.
If you, as a man, are telling me right now that you would have sex with at least one of your friends, I'm sure you have someone in mind as we're saying this. I don't know if you fully look at her as a straight friend.
Guilty.
I think
Of course
you
I
are
do.
I think
No,
you
of
were
course I
sitting
do.
there playing the friend role, and if she were to bust it wide open for you, about to take that opportunity, and that's okay.
You know how to take the opportunity?
That's
I
not
think women,
not
though,
true.
I feel like we set the standard and we decide if this man is going to be our friend or not. That I believe that.
That's not true. That's not true. That's ridiculous.
I don't know if it's necessarily
That's
true
ridiculous.
or not, but
so you think so? Men are just like men are just running around, just waiting for you to say yes. We can have sex with you. Yes,
no, I
I
don't
wanna
think
have
they're
sex with you.
waiting.
Just
I
to-
think naturally a man can have sex with a woman without feelings, just to
I
get
agree.
one off really quick. And
Mhm.
if a woman, if they already have a relationship and she's willing to do this with him, I think he'll take the 9 times out of 10, he'll take the opportunity. But it's us women who decide if we're going to allow them to do it or not.
I do agree with that part. Women do decide who is and isn't going to have sex. I do agree with that. But I definitely disagree that men can't be friends with somebody and not. Even if it's somebody that you found like you might find that person attractive, but it's a friend, because I feel like I wouldn't want to mess up my friendship that I have with this person. So to me, it just wouldn't work for me. I would never go down that road, but I'm not saying that I'm not saying that she's ugly or she's unattractive or anything.
Have you ever had sex with any of your friends?
Before? I would say yes, but it's never been like
Are you
we
still
were good
friends
friends.
with the friends that you had sex with?
Yes, but
Okay,
I've
then
never had a
that's
friend.
what he's
I've
trying
never
to
had a
say.
friend. But wait a minute, let me finish. I've never had a friend that we've
What
been
had happened
friends
was-
and we started off as friends, and then all of a sudden I'm like, oh yeah, we can definitely have sex and everything like that. I've never had that situation. But me,
Cadence.
my friends are like my family, and that's different to me. So I
It's
don't
okay
go
if
there.
you have sex with your friends.
Say what?
As long as it's both consensual, it's okay that you have sex with your friends. That's okay.
I
You as a
guess.
single man can have sex with whomever you want as
I
long
agree.
as they both consent to it. So it's okay if you have sex with your friends. That's what he's trying to say. You can't have friends.
Listen, if
it's
you're trying
okay
to
to
let
do
the
that.
neighbors know your name, it's okay. We not judging you. We're just trying to prove a point based on Steve Harvey's comment, which, by
Steve
the
Harvey
way,
crazy.
I'm just saying, before we go into break, I just want to highlight some of the things that have happened in the news this week. Because, you know, Cadence, he's got some great friendships. Ladies, if you're looking for a new friend, he's accepting open invitations.
Yeah,
And if you
friends.
got a big bank account with 6 figures or more, he's definitely accepting those
Those aren't
friendships.
my friends. So that's what I'm saying. Those aren't friends. So, yeah.
They're the homies. Okay, got it.
Cadence needs some homies that he doesn't have. He can skip Tinder and open up a credit card for him, send him some money, pay for his vacations, let him kick it with his boys, pop some bottles. You know, that's the friends he's looking for.
Listen
No
to what
commitment,
she's
though.
saying. She's right,
No
100%.
commitment though. That's all he wants.
No
That's all I
commitment.
need.
Let him do his thing. Don't ask for explanations. Don't ask where he's at, where he's going, where he's been, who he's been with. Just period.
Ooh,
Just
I hate getting
cut that
asked
check.
questions. Don't
You know what I'm saying?
Ooh.
Cut that check
Preach.
and just listen.
Preach.
Just do your
Preach.
thing. Let him put it down every once in a while, and that's it. Don't ask no questions.
ask me
Walk
where
away.
I've been.
Yeah, don't ask
No
anything.
case, no face.
Especially if you ain't paying for anything, do not ask me.
I hate nosy people.
He says he hates nosy people.
Sounds
I hate
personal
nosy
again.
people. I hate
Okay.
nosy people. Ask me dumb questions or questions you already know the answer to. Don't ask me no questions.
Right.
Man, I got upset just thinking about it. Don't ask me no question you know the answer to.
I feel you. Do not. My heart is burning right now. I'm
doing too
For
much.
real, I just got
This
upset
is
like
getting
that
personal
fast. I
right
was
now.
just like,
Do
oh
not ask
man.
me any stupid questions.
That you
Please.
already know. Don't ask, bottom line, don't ask a question that you don't want the real answer to. So,
Or
before
if you can't handle it.
if you can't handle the truth. True, very true. So before we go into break, a couple highlights from this past week. Spirit and Frontier Airlines await federal and shareholder approvals to complete their $6 billion with a B dollar merger. If any of you guys haven't seen that, if you're used to flying
and
Spirit
Frontier?
and Frontier, yep, they will now be one and the same. So
I've
Are they
never
worth $6
flown with
billion
either.
together?
I guess, I don't know. They're merging, so I guess they are.
I
I'm
rode
kind
on
of feeling
Frontier
like
once, and I swear they gave me a cardboard seat. Like there was no cushion in it or anything.
I remember someone asked me to fly
I
Frontier.
would never
I
fly
got so
Frontier.
offended. Do not
Well,
ask me.
well, maybe they'll
What?
be upgrading some things with them billions. I don't know.
They
Also,
better.
former ATL
good.
mayor Keisha Bottoms joined CNN as a political commentator. I don't know if anybody saw the news
That'll
on this.
be
She said
interesting.
it's been a
For her
lifelong
fine
dream
self.
for her. She about to be on there talking her stuff. Also, I just have to highlight some headlines before I get into that real quick. Tisha Campbell responds to the backlash regarding the attempted human trafficking claims that she made. A lot of gaps in the story. If any of you guys out there have any opinions on that, definitely hit us up. Let me know what you think.
Yeah.
Let us know. Tag us all. All right, so let's get into the government situation. Okay, we're going to break this down a couple different ways. So if any of you guys didn't know, since Valentine's Day just passed, apparently broken hearts cause it's really hard to say this with a straight face. So apparently a broken heart can cause, or it has caused, a surge of COVID, especially amongst women.
I think I
it's-
thought COVID caused broken hearts.
No. So apparently now, okay, the broken heart causes surge during COVID-19. So I don't know. So apparently if you got a broken heart, you're real prone to catch COVID now. Also, this is we going out with this one, and we got to go into
That's
break because we've
weird.
gone over our time a little bit. But listen, let's talk about these crack pipes that are going to be given away for free. But
What's this?
to qualify for this free crack pipe, you must show proof of full vaccination.
Oh my gosh! So you have to get crack to get crack.
Everyone will have to show proof. So I'm just curious, what are your thoughts? A lot of money is going into this, somewhere around $30 million. Yeah, what are your thoughts real quick?
Okay, so the point of that is to what? Is to like monitor
To
the
make
safety, the usage
it's like making
of
sure that
crack?
people who use needles are using clean needles. So they want to make sure that the people who are using crack pipes are being more healthy, quote unquote, healthy, with their addictions and things like that.
But why not put the money into rehab facilities? I don't understand that.
Or into promoting being healthy.
Well, I mean, it's kind of like the heroin epidemic. You know what I mean? It's like we can't necessarily get all of them to turn around and say, okay, I'm not going to do heroin because it's bad for me. So they try to make sure that they can at least help them in some way. I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I don't really have an opinion on it one way or the other. I understand it more with the needles and stuff, because the needles cause hepatitis and AIDS and things like that. And they want to, take care of the community and stuff. And I don't know anybody that's ever got, well, I don't know anybody who smokes crack, but I mean, I've never heard of anybody getting like hepatitis from smoking crack or anything like that. So
I don't know.
Or
I gotta
AIDS.
see how this goes.
I'm sorry, but they had me at the proof of vaccination for the new crack pipe.
I know.
That's all I gotta say. We're gonna leave you guys
really
with those thoughts. Hit us up on Instagram at Talks Radio, TAKS Radio. You can also shoot us a text at 678-926-4454. We're gonna take a quick break, but we'll be back with Cadence on the ones and twos. Drop another hot mix. Make sure you don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. You're listening to the Abbie Knights Show.
Wake your ass up. It's time for the Abbie Knights Morning Show, the best show in the city.